Hello everyone, my name is Parker Wirtz, and I'm a junior at Garlic High School. I'm taking a computer science and software engineering class, and today I'll be showing you some of the things I have learned that professionals use in industry while being developers. In my virtual machine, I have the two applications Gitkraken and PyCharm. Gitkraken shows the commits I have made in my code that I've been developing in PyCharm. I'm gonna check out my first commit where I added a print function inside of the welcome screen branch, and that's all that's here. So that basically means that whatever's in the commit message is exactly what we added. So I'm going to check out this commit like I will in everything in the weather or in the welcome screen, but not in anything else. So we imported our libraries, which I didn't add in here, but then we added a while loop for our InfoTech Center booting up, which would do a ... sequence, and when it would equal 4, it would reset to 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 0. We're going to check out our next one. And this says we updated code with comments, which is exactly what we did. So we added these hashtag things, which are called comments. In the next commit, we added color from the help of ChatGPT. And basically, we made variables that had specific color values, and then we asked it to print it with this by concatenating it with F. So when I hit F10 now, it'll have color. And I'm gonna check out my very last commit in my welcome branch when we added time to sleep variables. So we made it wait a little longer. So we made it wait 0.5 seconds. So when I hit F10, it'll wait a little while before it types this. And in our weather branch, I'm just going to go to the very last commit to save some time. We added a separation, which is just a bunch of stars to tell us that we're outside of our welcome screen and on a different screen. And then we're going to print weather branch to actually tell the user what branch we're inside of. And then we imported our libraries and made a function with a variable that had a list in it as its value. The list would have an indices of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this variable would choose a random one from this, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put it in here. Then we made a dictionary, which is in my notes, which I'm going to be pulling up right now. Oh, wrong count. So, dictionaries are created by curly brackets, and each key is followed by a colon and then their value. So an example would be a name, that's our key, and its value would be Alice. Key age would have a value of 30, and the key of city would have New York. You can access dictionary values by using like regular brackets instead of curly ones. And then you can do print person, square brackets name, and then it would give you Alice, and then age 30. You can modify them, so you can go back up there and do person, square brackets age is equal to 31, and when you print this, it would output 31. You can add new key value pairs So you can do person job equals engineer, and then when you do print person, which is the name of our library indicated by our curly brackets afterwards, it would do name Alice, age 31, city New York, and then job engineer. You can remove the key value pairs, so you can do delete person city, so it would just do name Alice, age 31, job engineer, and it would skip city New York. And then you can do age person pop, and then you can do print age 31, and then it would name Alice, job engineer, and that would be good. You can check if the key exists, and you can do if name in person, and then it would name it exists. You can also loop in dictionaries using a for loop. So you can do for key in person, it would print key. Looping through the values, you would do for value in person, and then you would do print value. So the key value pairs, for key value in person, dot items, and then it would do the key comma the value. There's some dictionary methods: keys, values, items, and get. Keys return a view object from the dictionary's keys. So like it would be age in our case. Values will return the dictionary's values. So like age would be 31 or just 30. Items would return the key value pairs, so age and 31. And then get would return the given key or the default one if it doesn't exist. Dictionaries can be nested, and this will allow you to add more complex data. So you could do multiple people inside of your company. Dictionary, obviously, because of curlies. And you could do, okay, employee number 1, colon, and then another curly bracket. Name is John, age is 28, position is developer. Then with employee 2, you could do name Lisa, age 34, and position manager. And then it would print it like this. So employee 1, his name is John, and employee 2, her name is, or her position is manager. And last but not least, dictionaries can create more concise ways for comprehension. So math and whatnot. So squares, or to the power of 2, would equal x to the power 2, and for x, the range is anywhere from 0 to 5. So if you print squares, the dictionary would be the output of if x was 0, 0 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1, because we're just squaring it, so it'd be obviously to the power of 2. 2 would be 4, 3 would be 9, and 4 would be 16. And in summary, dictionaries are collectives, or a collection of key value pairs. Keys, like age or name, must be unique and immutable. Strings or numbers, and values can be any data type. They can be modded, added, or removed. With that information, we can continue on. And after or the branch, keep in mind, after our dictionary, we made our functions, where we defined vehicle response system, and we did some if and else statements. So with the F, we can concatenate or add our actual dictionary inside of this. So it would print the National Weather Service has updated our alarm by blank minutes. So it'd be our first variable. So we're going to go with blizzard. So in our case, it would be 45 minutes because of the forecast blizzard. Vehicle response system has been engaged, only allowing you to drive 45 miles per hour. And then for else, which in this case is sunny because there isn't anything in the dictionary, but sunny's up here. So we're going to do F10 to run this, and we got our separation, what branch we're in, and then it states the National Weather Service has updated our alarm by 45 minutes because of a blizzard. VRS has been engaged, only allowing you to drive 45 miles per hour, which is exactly what I told you. So next, we're going to go into gasoline, update it. Like in our weather, we printed that bar of separation, printed what branch we're in so we know exactly what we are, no confusion. Imported our libraries, made a function with a variable that had a list of our gas levels, so empty, low, quarter tank, half tank, 3/4 full tank. And then we made another function that had a variable of the list of all our gas stations, and then they would both choose a random one. Then we made another function where if the gas was low, it would take a random number from 1 to 25 and round it by to the 10th place because of this 1 and the round function, giving us a low amount of miles to the gas station. And if it was quarter tank, because you had more gas, it would go from 25.1 to 50 miles, and it would also round to the 10th decimal spot. And then we did a function where it would print this, our complex dictionary right here, just concatenating everything together, and the rest of our if statements where it was low and quarter tank. So if I hit F10, we got our separation gasoline branch, gas level is quarter tank, so our print message would be tank is quarter full, the closest gas station is Sam's Club, which is 33 miles away. And I'm going to do a few more because we need to get all our iterations. So 3/4 your gas tank is 3/4 full, which is plenty enough to get to your destination. And we're going to do one more iteration that we haven't done yet. So I'm just going to say we've done low because that works. Full tank. Your gas tank is full. Enjoy the ride. So now that everything works a-okay, we are going to add it into our beta test dev to make sure that it's perfect for our cars. So I'm going to check out beta test dev and right click on gasoline, and it says merge gasoline into beta test dev, which is exactly what we want. As you can see, there is a merge conflict, so we're gonna click on that, and now we gotta resolve it. So we're gonna want to delete the head of it because basically it just doesn't know how you want to put it all together, so it just like puts it in bits and pieces, and you really got to pay attention. So we have our welcome branch because we got all the colors. Oh shoot, Control Z. We got our separation weather branch. We're gonna delete that because that was just like to show the computer what you added, or to show you so you knew what to do. And we're gonna delete this down here because it's not necessary. And then when you do F10, it'll run. So welcome to Infotech Center. System booting. Dot. Separation, gasoline branch, level empty. Calling AAA. And I missed the weather branch, but it would do National Weather Service says updated alarm by 50 minutes. I see weather conditions only allowing you to drive 30 miles per hour. And this only happens because we previously did it in a commit right here, merge branch weather into beta dev. So now, if we go over here, Control K, our tool is resolved. You can do commit and merge because our commit message is already there. Control K. So that's good. And in a real situation, I'd be pushing this so that I had a backup of it. So if I made an extra thing, like if I merged it into main, and let's say I accidentally hit delete or something like I did over here when I copied this over down here, I could go back and like go back to a safe version where it actually worked. So I'm going to show where if I would actually push this, it would go to our online area, GitHub. So we're gonna go into GitHub, info test center, into our main, our beta test dev, because this is what we were just at. Castle Bravo, which is our program name for our cars. All of our libraries are at the top. We got our welcome screen, our weather branch, and our dictionary, separation into our gasoline branch, and basically everything is here. So like, let's say my computer got damaged here, I can go online and grab this, which is exactly why I had to get rid of my Wi-Fi, because I already had this on the web, so I had to show you guys. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.